Hey guys, Jen here. We're back after a long break for the holidays, and I wanted to talk about a new design that's coming up this Friday. We are kicking off Valentine's Day, and I obviously like to decorate. If you guys have seen my videos and my pictures, so I really like Valentine's Day. It's so cheery after taking all the Christmas decorations down. So the new design that's coming out Friday, we're going to call it the vertical puff heart. I think it's a vertical heart puff banner is what we're calling it. And it is 5 different sizes of puff hearts. You can see here. And I'll link a video down below going over how to create a banner piece. There is a generic tutorial in the file, but I did a video making the hockey jersey banner, and you can use that as info. And then it also goes over how to use HTV glitter on puff. So this is a good project if you want to add some more sparkle to, you can do that. So for mine, I used 3 colors of sulky felty. So we have, I don't know the exact names of these on their website. I am going to link them below. So I believe it's light pink, red, and hot pink. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but these are the 3 colors that I used. I love felty for banners. It is just has a nice firmness to it, holds up well with the puff. It holds up well to HTV. You can order it directly from Sulky, or Julie has it on her website, Crafty Midwestern Mommy. She has it on her website. Okay, I'm also going to use, I grabbed these pom-pom garland at Dollar Tree. I like these because they're not as expensive as wool balls, but obviously still cute. So $1.25 for, I got 2 of them just to have. And then you're gonna need a wood dowel in whatever length that you want. And then I'm using a gold twine that I got off Amazon. I use this a lot for the holidays, so I'll link that below too. So the whole idea behind these is that instead of stringing the banner horizontally, you can string it vertically. So you can use these for whatever you want to use them for. I'm just giving you one idea in how I'm going to use them and how a couple other team members use them. So what I found was the wood dowel, and I wanted them hanging down the dowel, and I'm going to hang this on my wall. So I created 3 sets of the 5 sizes in 3 different color of the felty. And then I laid them out in what order I wanted them to go. And I went with like a diagonal pattern here. And you can see I already strung up 2 strings of the banners. So I'm going to string up the last one with you. So I'm going to pause the video for a second, and then we'll be back to it. All right, so here's our pom-poms off of the string that they come on. I put them in order of how I'm going to string them with my hearts. I have the hearts in order in which they're going to go. And then I cut a piece of the twine. I just eyeballed it. It's probably maybe a yard. I don't know. So I just overcut, and then I'll trim it off when I'm done. So I'm also using an embroidery needle. This is probably overkill. It's a little big, not gonna lie, but this is all I have. And this makes it easier to string the pom-poms and the hearts together for 2 reasons. This will go through the pom-poms, and it will also go through the puff banner pieces without getting caught in the felt. So it's not like it's blunt where a regular needle is going to get caught. And then that way too, I don't have to switch back and forth between a needle and say a purple thing to get it, strung up. So I went ahead and I started off with 2 pom-poms to start, and you'll want to make sure you try to get it into the center. There we go. of the pom-pom, and these are honestly pretty easy. They're obviously not expensive pom-poms, and which is nice when you have a project that you know is only going to be up for however many weeks. Okay, so pink, red, and then we're going to string up. You can see here's the opening for the banner. We're going to do the large heart first, and then go pink. This honestly, I feel like took longer to decide which way I was going to put these in order, figuring out what color pom-poms I was going to use and in what order than it did to take these. So I did 3 hoopings of these in literally no time. Okay, so I think this is 3-inch. So first largest, next 2 more pom-poms. So 5 hearts. You probably could even squeeze another one in, fit in a 6x10 hoop with room to spare. So you can easily group a bunch together in one hooping and really make this pretty quickly, especially if you have a big hoop machine. I mean, you could load up a 10x16 hoop with a ton of them. Okay, so 2, next size. Okay, then we're going to switch to 1 pom-pom. And I used the sew-in foam by Pellon on these. That's my personal favorite to use on all of these puff banners. It's really puffy, and we're missing a heart. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're not. Okay, there we go. Thought I was missing one. Okay, and then we're gonna end it with pink. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way so you can see it a little easier. So from top to bottom, and then I'm gonna tie it off on the end once I string up the entire banner. So some ideas here. You don't have to put, anything in between the hearts. You could just put them on a string and hang them up any way you want. You might want to, if you do that, these may slip, depending on what type of twine or string you use. So you might want to put a dab of glue into the tops, or you could even tie off knots at the bottom of each heart as you go, and that way they don't slide around. They might not even slide around. This twine is pretty rough, so I'm not convinced that they would easily slide if it was just hung up on its own. You could also use silicone beads. You could use wood beads. You could use those clay charms that they're making the friendship bracelets out of. You could use all kinds of stuff to decorate. So this design is definitely only limited to your imagination. So, okay, so that's one together. So I'm going to pause and we will set it all up. All right, so here are our pieces together. You're not going to be able to see all of them until I get it hung up and take a photo, but you get the idea. So here are our 3 heart strings, whatever you want to call them. So in a row. And then what I'm going to do is I took the dowel here and I tied off. So I just did a simple here to here tie off with the same twine. You could even get super fancy and drill holes on each end. You could even drill holes, in your dowel to put each row in. I'm just going to tie them because I'm going to use this same dowel for another holiday. So I just plan on tying these off, taking them down, putting them away in like a Ziploc, and then putting up the new holiday on this. So again, up to you. So I'm going to turn these so it's easier to see. And I am going to take the first one and just And you can easily move these around. So I'm going to tie them, if I can get my hands around it, tie them to the dowel. Jeez, this doesn't help when you have like long fingernails here. Okay, there we go. I double knot it. Again, you could decorate this top and put, and these slide pretty easily. You could put a bead here. Okay, I'm going to tie the middle one. Once I get over to where I'm going to hang this, then I will space them out accordingly. And then I will space out the hearts down the twine and then tie off the bottom with a knot. There is a pom-pom, so just a knot will suffice. So you don't need anything else down there. Okay, so we'll loosely, I might even have to triple knot this but I'll do that once I hang it up, so that way it's not super tight on the dowel. Okay, so we'll just say that that's spaced out. Okay, you can see here, here's our 3. Then once you get it over to where you're going to hang it, you can make sure that they're all flipped the right way, that the backs are in the back, and then again, space them out. I'll probably end up putting like maybe bows up top, maybe a bow at the bottom. I don't know. You guys know I like bows. Okay. I love this. It took no time. So supplies you're going to need for Friday if you want to create this. Okay. So write this down. You're going to need twine or thread of choice or ribbon or whatever you want to string up your dowel and your hearts. You're going to need a dowel in whatever size you prefer. This to me looks about 18 inches or so. Okay. You're going to need some sort of foam. So sew-in foam, craft foam, batting, whatever you want to use for the inside of your hearts. Then you're going to need whatever you're going to use on the outside of your hearts. If you want to use fabric on the top of the hearts, I suggest using the sew-in foam and putting the fabric, you know, right on top of the sew-in foam. If you're using another type of foam, you still might want to put it on top of the felt. So it will have like a tendency to pull. So you got to watch it if you're going to use fabric. But you can use fabric and make it shabby, whatever you want. So whatever combination you want for the front and back side, and then whatever decorations you want for the inside. Again, pom-poms, wood or wool pom-poms are also nice in different sizes. Beads, wood beads, the charms, bows, anything like that. And then you'll need whatever way you're going to string them. So like I said, embroidery needle, regular needle, the purple thing, anything like that. So that is it. And we are glad to be back. Hopefully you guys like all the Valentine stuff coming, and we will see you on Facebook. Bye.